And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, I can reach tracks. Let's go.
They'll run with Lindsey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Raiders' 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Number 53, Mike 53. Yeah, you don't want none.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Defense wins championships, baby.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, it's Jacobs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. 6-0 our score after one. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. It's caught at the 10. It's a gain of 34. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
They'll run here with Lindsey. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Here's Freeman trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Now it's Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. Second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again. And how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Eason. He completes it to Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First down, Raiders.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 4. They're complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Look, squeeze. Check. Go.
Jacobs now. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Eason. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 4-yard line.
Ready. 70, Indy. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Big grip.
Locked to throw on 2nd down. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Lock now on first down. And this is going to be incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together Charles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Good job.
I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Aguilar has it.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check, go.
Operating from the gun. Eason completes it to Aguilar. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, Alpha.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A second quarter score from Carson. The Chargers out to an early lead over the Chiefs. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40 and down right around the 37. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
50, plant. 57. Watch the run.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. Locke now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Get down!
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Maurice Hurst able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch the screen. X3, 218, chop hit it.
Another run by Lindsey. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the secret.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Jacobs. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason, that's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that's...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
60 Pittsburgh. Mike 57. Hey, Zoo. Snap.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Man left, man left. Hey, we are.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Everyone, we got 4 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And the Raiders have got him. Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Eason. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Blocked off of play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Maurice Hurst picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On play action, Locke. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Hey, exit. 57. Ready.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. On first down, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a carry for Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go again with Lindsey, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On first and 10, here's Locke. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
You ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Running is Jacobs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
I want that.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
So for the Broncos, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2 and 4 now on the year.